global military spending is hitting record highs, and it's not just the usual suspects. In 2024, global defense budgets soared past $2.4 trillion. That's more than any year in history, and it's not slowing down in 2025. Why? Because the world feels more dangerous. Wars in Ukraine and Gaza, rising tensions in the South China Sea, cyber attacks, proxy conflicts. Nations are preparing, not just reacting. Let's talk numbers. The US still leads by far, spending over $900 billion annually, about 3.5% of its GDP. That's more than the next 10 countries combined. And with new funding for AI, nuclear modernization, and hypersonic weapons, this number is only going up. China comes second, with around $290 billion in spending. But here's the twist. Its military budget has doubled in just a decade. It's investing heavily in naval power, long-range missiles, and surveillance tech, all while asserting itself in Taiwan, the South China Sea, and the Indo-Pacific. Russia, despite sanctions and war costs, continues to pour money into defense, over $110 billion, roughly 6% of its GDP. That's a massive chunk for a struggling economy, but war with Ukraine has turned defense into survival. India is rising fast, with nearly $83 billion allocated in 2025. Border tensions with China and a desire to become a regional superpower are driving the increase. The same goes for Japan, whose military budget has broken post-World War II records. Even in Europe, long known for underspending, things are changing. Germany, Poland, and France are rapidly rearming. NATO members are now under pressure to meet the 2% GDP spending goal, and the war in Ukraine has made that target politically urgent. But it's not just about size, it's about transformation. Defense budgets today are no longer just tanks and planes. They're satellites, cybersecurity, AI defense systems, drones, space capabilities, and biotech. We're entering an era where warfare could be fought digitally, remotely, or even autonomously. And this arms race has global consequences. First, the economic cost. Massive defense budgets mean less money for healthcare, infrastructure, or education, especially in countries facing high debt. In the US, for example, military spending is a major driver of discretionary spending, even as deficits grow. Second, the geopolitical risks. The more nations arm, the more they posture. Mistrust grows. Regional conflicts become global flashpoints. The fear of escalation, accidental or intentional, rises. And third, market uncertainty. Global investors are watching. More tension means more volatility. Supply chains tied to defense industries may surge, but overall confidence can suffer, especially in emerging markets caught in the crossfire. So, what does it all mean? The world isn't just rearming, it's reshaping its priorities. National security is once again the top agenda, even at the cost of economic strain. Whether this makes the world safer or more unstable remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: the military spending race is on, and no one wants to fall behind.